Oh no, I realise I need to set that to live chat, not top chat. 1 second. Where do I do that? I do that, don't I? Then I have to click. Enable click through, change that. Live chat. Student streams all come on alright. Yep, cool. Right, so now enable click through again. There we go. That should be have the opacity thing. Open the Thomas game. Right, and yeah, hopefully I'll be live and you can see me. So yeah, we're going to play some more of this because this was surprisingly fun yesterday. Discussing trains and everything else. I'll try and do on the proper mission, shall I? So I could do stories Knapford or stories Ellsbridge. Let's do Knapford. A challenge? I don't know if I'm ready for a challenge. Let's just do this one then. Thomas goes fishing. Is this the one where he gets the fish in the boiler tank or whatever?
Thomas goes fishing. When Thomas puffed along his branch line, he always looked forward to something special. The sight of the river. As he rumbled over the bridge, he would see people fishing. Thomas often wanted to stay and watch. One day, Thomas stopped as usual to take on water at the station by the river. Out of order? Bother! I'm thirsty. Never mind, Thomas, said his driver. We'll get some water from the river.
No,
They found
do that.
a bucket and some rope and went to the bridge.
Right, let's remember the controls. So forwards. So I just got Annie and Clarabelle. Yeah, right, okay. Oh, he said, oh, okay, so, hang on, because the go thing still says I've got 579 yards to go, but that thing says I'm on that bridge, so who knows, hang on. Yeah, so this was the one we were meant to be doing. Right, I have to leave the cab. Oh no. Alright, hopefully we get some people on, I assume. Alright, Rajiv, yeah, so there are people on. Yeah, I was wondering then if it was going to put you on. Alright, I need to pick up the bucket. And, oh, I can climb up here, can I? Alright, pour the bucket in there.
That's good, puffed Thomas happily.
Thomas likes getting filled up. Ooh. We have to do it again, do we? He's going to get a fish in him in a minute, I imagine, if it's like the old episode. Bloody David Cage game now. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, like I said, what's that on the Switch? Yeah, Zelda. Oh my god, am I going to have to do this like 5 times? Should get a hose. That'd be easier. Or maybe there's a hose pipe ban. Sorry, Thomas, this is Thames water. We filled you with shit and sewage. And now you have dysentery. I know we only have to do it 4 times, right? Flying back into the cab. Right. We want to go forwards. There we go. Right, just, yeah, you've played it to death in the sense that, you know, you don't get anything out of it now. So yeah, you want the remake. Yeah, I saw that, good. Shame he didn't get the death penalty, but we don't give that to them there. But again, why was he in this country in the first place? Shouldn't be here. So we have to go to Maythwaite Station. So is that the thing that's going to be 2.5 miles away, or the one that's up here? That's going to be that, isn't it? Okay, good. Oh, look, there's the windmill coming up. Do 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 do. Yeah, I was saying something like Quake you would do. You might even be able to get it up that high on the old Source games like Half-Life 2 because how well optimised they are, but I said the problem is on modern games is just sort of how badly optimised those are in comparison. Yeah, imagine it does look really good, that higher frame rate. Like I said, this TV's weird because it technically is 100 Hz, but it's not really. As in, it's definitely 60 Hz, so it has a fake 100 Hz mode, but I don't really like that. Because it's like, kind of like a half frame gen thing. Right, Right, unlock the doors. Was that wide? Yeah, there we go. Alright, get in the fucking train, you bastards. Yeah, it's a bit weird because yeah, it's actually kind of, you'd think it'd be easier to learn to begin with, but it's kind of more like a proper train simulator with a Thomas the Tank Engine thing on it. Lock the doors. You're not getting off my train. Right, let's go to the. Oh, no, I don't want to go backwards. Oh shit. Right, there we go. Set the thing to forwards. Off we go. Yeah, it was good fun. We were really enjoying it yesterday when we were derailing them on purpose. And people have started making mods for this, but I haven't seen any really stupid mods yet. I've only seen mods like one that removes the faces from the trains, and another mod that what was the other mod? Like one that makes them really slow or something. I mean, I'd get a mod if there's one that makes them go stupidly fast, so it becomes even harder to keep them on the tracks. Going to this siding up here. Or is it a station? Oh, I see there's a station coming up. Right, let's cut the throttle down a minute. What was the button to look out? Oh, it is that. It's just I couldn't do it because I was in a tunnel where it like changes the camera. Slowing down. Apply the brakes. brake ahead. Oh, I overshot that, didn't I? Probably going to have to reverse it. Or is that cow? Oh no, it's still on the platforms, look. Not too bad. Quite a long siding on this, isn't it? So, right, get on the fucking train.
Suddenly, Thomas began to feel a pain in his boiler.
Oh no.
Oh dear, groaned Thomas. I think I'm going to burst.
Oh no, he's gonna come.
I've got such a pain. I've got such a pain.
Doesn't sound like he's in pain, still whistle, alright? Yeah, I don't have to go very far, I won't get the speed up all that high if I'm meant to be stopping in like 500 yards. Stop. Fuck, did I fail the entire mission because I just went like, oh my god. Oh, there's checkpoints at least, thank god for that. See, this game is actually hard because if you don't brake right where you want it to, Thomas failed the mission.
Suddenly, Thomas began to feel a pain in his boiler. Oh dear, groaned Thomas. I think I'm going to burst.
Thomas didn't stop on time and was sent to camp.
I've got such a pain. I've got such a pain.
Start applying the brake already. Alright, I guess I'll just have to move him forwards ever so slightly, then cut the throttle as soon as he gets going. There we go, right. Uncouple vehicles, Annie and Clara. How do I uncouple them? Oh, press left click to uncouple, right.
They stopped just outside the last station, uncoupled Annie and Clarabelle, and ran Thomas, who was still groaning, onto a siding right out of the way.
So they're just going to leave Annie and Clarabelle there, so potentially another train could just come up and shunt them really hard. Because Thomas has just fucking abandoned them there. Bet that Annie and Clarabelle slags wouldn't mind that though, would they? If Gordon took them from behind. Or if Diesel took them. Oh, I'm speeding. I meant to only be going about 15 miles per hour here. Right, am I slowing down properly? I bet I've put too much brake on again, because again, getting train physics are surprisingly hard because of how trains work. Because trains have very little friction with the track, which is why they're so energy efficient.
Then,
But it's also
while the
kind of
guard
funny that
telephoned for an engine
it doesn't
inspector,
work like a
the
car as you
driver
rev up
found
and
a
rev down
notice
the
with
brakes.
large letters, which he hung on Thomas in front and behind.
Danger, keep away,
Danger, keep away.
Thomas.
Soon, the inspector and Sir Topham Hatt arrived. Cheer up, Thomas, they said. We'll soon put you right.
Get the blowtorch.
The driver told them what had happened. So the feed pipe is blocked, said the inspector. I'll just look in the tanks. He climbed up and peered in. Then he came down. Excuse me, sir. Please look in the tank and tell me what you see. Certainly, Inspector.
They've put red
replied Sir
diesel in
Topham
him.
Hatt.
You can't put red diesel in him.
He clambered up, looked in, and nearly fell off in surprise. Inspector, he whispered, can you see fish?
You've got AIDS, Thomas.
Gracious goodness me, how did the fish get there, driver? We must have fished them from the river with our bucket, replied Thomas's driver. Well, Thomas, you and your driver have been fishing. But fish don't suit you. We must get them out. They all took turns fishing in Thomas's tank, while Sir Topham had gone and told them
So
how
there's
to
two
do
blokes in Thomas's tank with him watching on, telling him how to do
Never
it.
mind, Thomas, said Sir Topham Hatt. You will be all right now. There's no need to worry yourself any more. But, he added, I do hope that you and your driver won't go fishing again,
Screenshot that.
as I don't think it suits engines. Do you?
You stupid daft
No,
cunt,
sir,
said
said
the
Thomas
fat
sadly.
controller.
Engines shouldn't go fishing.
Yeah.
It's too uncomfortable.
Maybe you should wear a condom next time, Thomas. Right, okay. How do we do the next mission? I'll just continue. Next scenario. Thomas and Bertie. Are we racing Bertie? Yes, that's from an episode.
Bertie.
That's from an episode which is also probably from the original book
One
series.
more. Thomas
I
was
guessed
waiting
it
at
if
the
you came on
junction
the stream
when
early
a
enough.
red
I
bus
said,
arrived.
is there going to be fucking fishing him?
Hello, said Thomas. Who are you?
Fuck you, said Bertie.
I'm Bertie. Who are you?
Ah, you're a cunt, said
I'm
Bertie.
Thomas. I run the branch line. So you're Thomas, eh? I remember now. You got stuck in the snow. I took your passengers and Terence the tractor pulled you out. I've come to help you with your passengers today. Help me, said Thomas. I can go faster than you.
You can't,
said Bertie.
I can.
I can, huffed Thomas.
Yeah, it's just
I'll
based off
race
the
you,
original
said Bertie.
old, like, you know, series and old books. The Railway
Drivers
series, or whatever they were
agreed to
called.
the race going ahead.
Because this is like childhood nostalgia, except for the people
Are
look
you
kind of
ready?
realistic rather than like wooden models.
3,
Oh.
2, 1, go!
Right, we've got to race Bertie as fast as fucking
Come
possible.
along, come along.
Fucking
We're
Bertie, I
coming
bet he's
along,
going over
we're
the speed
coming
limit.
along.
Wow, look at Bertie go. Fucking hell, I want a bus like that. Again, I'd be amazed if there was a Shed 17 episode, but there's not gonna be, is there? Really useful engine. I hope I don't have to stop suddenly at like a junction or something, because otherwise I'm probably going to just end up fucking slamming into a car. Driving under speed limit, that's not our objective. We're trying to beat Bertie. Oh, I have to stop at 800 yards. Oh no. Stop at location. I have to stop at the station? Why? Oh, it's an airfield. Look. Right, slam on the brakes, slam on the brakes. Oh, failed. Overshot it, look. Yeah, like I said, this game is not forgiving in terms of, oh, you didn't brake in time on the line, Thomas. Sending you to fucking crew to be melted down, we are. I suppose on a lot of these objectives, what I probably ought to do is brake harder than I think I need to, and then just start Thomas going again if I don't get there in time. Does he have any passengers on him at the moment? Yeah. He was not a really useful engine. He was a useless engine and had to be put to scrap. Right, let's slam the brakes now. Right, half brake on. Right, now we're getting to about here. Let's slam on the full brakes. Now we're in line with the platform. Alright, now I need to go forwards ever so slightly quick before Bertie fucks me over. There we go, brake. Am I meant to be letting people on or not? Yep. Lock doors. Right, quick, let's go. Right, 1.3 miles. It says I have to stop and wait in 300 yards. What's that for? Oh no, I can go now. It's just obviously a signal changing down the track. Right. I bet Bertie's already way ahead of us. Slam into Bertie if he was trying to cross the railway line at the wrong time. Right, okay, so I reckon we get about 0.4 miles from the station, slam on the brakes. Or at least cut the engine then. Right, let's cut the engine now. Apply about a third of brake. Oh, so we're not stopping at this particular station, okay. It's the one 0.6 miles away we're stopping at, okay. Right, now we'll cut the engine completely and just let the train slow down a little bit under its own stead. Is that the station coming up there? Yeah, it's probably a bit further along, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's up there, right. Put about a third brake on, and we'll hit the full brake as soon as he starts getting in line with the there we go. Come on, stop. Oh my god. Oh fuck. See, this is I don't think this is a kid's game. This is the thing. Oh, you overshot your objective, Thomas, again. Yeah, Kevin. Thomas is getting in a lot of trouble because apparently, yeah, if you slightly overshoot the platform mark where you're meant to stop, you can't just reverse back. Right. Okay. So that's the station coming up there, isn't it? Cowles Bridge. Right. This is the station we're not stopping in, we're passing right now. Oh, I'm speeding again, apparently. Yeah, because I'm meant to be going slower because I'm going through a station unit. I'm stopping. I'm already going to start applying the brake a little bit now. Okay, you can actually cancel the brake with W. I didn't realise that. I thought you had to full brake and then start the throttle again. So yeah, you can just start slowing down a bit before you get there. I haven't derailed, I've just kept getting fired because I went slightly over where the platform was. Right, okay, this is that fucking station coming up again. Right, let's completely go off the throttle now. Right, start applying the brake slowly. Okay, apply a bit more brake, apply a bit more brake. Right. Full stop on the brakes. And then apply full brake again. Okay, we did it. Now I guess I have to open my doors again, if it asks me to do that. Yep. Yeah, we were getting Gordon to have as many carriages as possible and go as fast as possible, because Gordon goes faster than Thomas. Right. Lock the doors, okay? Here we go.
Please, hurry. We need to get back up to speed if we are going to beat Bertie.
Right, next I have to stop at Maythwaite Station, so that's that one up there, okay. 1 mile away. Oh, I'm speeding. Whoops, oh well. It was what, Norfolk, Sutherland? I mean, the game's set on the Isle of Sodor, which I can't remember what's that's actually based on. I don't know if it's based on the Isle of Wight or not, or Guernsey or Jersey or something like that. But like I was saying, yeah, we were derailing Gordon on purpose yesterday, and then when I was trying to drive the trains properly, I was also derailing. Oh, some pigs in that field. Or one where he's taking people east in cattle cars, just following orders. That's a canal boat, a long boat. Narrow boat even. Long boats are Viking boats. Right, okay. Just slam the brakes on halfway. Because we've got one of those you fail if you go over the line objectives, look. Right, full brake, full brake, full brake. Ooh, that was close. I don't know, Amtrak, is that an American train thing? Thomas is getting bombed by Stuckers. Thomas and what's it, the thingy Bob Gustav, the giant railway cannon. Alright, go, 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 go. I assume this bit is actually Thomas's FPS view, like, oh, I am the sentient train. Completely cut the engine now. Okay, let's put the throttle back on a little bit. Oh, whistle. Okay. Alright, okay, yeah. In the UK we have different ones, like we used to have National Rail or whatever it is, but there's a few different like private companies that do it as well, so it's not like an actual, you know, you don't get just one company that does it in the UK. And when it used to be National Rail it was actually a lot better. Now it's, you know, like companies like, oh, we did a shit service but you ain't getting a refund. 300 yards away. Stop at location, Hackenbeck station. Start applying the brakes. Oh, I have to go forwards a bit, look, or it doesn't count. There we go. Then it counts. I assume it's going to tell me to open my doors. Yeah, there we go. Right, your cunt's getting on or off. I've got to beat Bertie, the bastard bus. Looks like Thomas is pulling a lot of bitches today. Lock the doors, but they're still getting on. Now I have to go to Farquhar Station. Was it a good train service or a bad train service? Whistle. Ah, good. So when I did National Express bus service recently, it was very good. Even though, like, I've heard loads of people whinge about that before. Right, let's start braking harder and harder and harder. Full brake now. Ooh, that was a good stop.
We've done it. We beat Bertie.
How do you know you've beat Bertie?
Well done, Thomas, said Bertie. That was fun, but I think we should have another race to see if I can beat you next time.
Right, okay, that was hard, mostly because I went slightly over the line and it was like, you're fucked up, Thomas. Percy's troublesome day. Oh, what's going to happen with Percy?
Percy's troublesome day.
I wonder if we get the thing where we get
Percy had a
James
busy day ahead,
put in
and
the
was trying
tunnel.
his best not
It's
to be
James,
late.
isn't it, that gets bricked up in the tunnel?
Mustn't be late today, he said to himself. Sir Topham Hatt is relying on me.
And he needs to be a really useful engine or he's going to get
Come on,
scrapped for
Percy,
parts.
said his fireman. Off we go.
Right, let's full steam ahead, right? Yeah, they were the loser, exactly. They should have bet on Thomas. Right. Oh, I'm speeding. Oops. My friend was telling me about one of those funny, like, you know, train accident investigation things where some guy, like, came up to a train line thing and decided to brake but then try and get through it. And apparently, if he'd have properly stopped, he'd have got, you know, been fine. And if he'd have gone full speed ahead, he'd have been fine and cleared it. But he decided to just, like, stop halfway on the track and not move. And then, of course, got nuked by an oncoming freight train, whatever it was. I mean, we've got a few of the things near us where people have been killed, but most of those have been people who have laid down on the track on purpose, because generally you get an alarm going before the train comes, you know, and they're quite loud. But yeah, we get freight trains that go pretty fast in our area. Oh, I can go faster now, okay, good. How does Percy's cab look different than Thomas's, or does it look identical? It's pretty similar, doesn't it? Right, a little bit different. It's like coil for it. Doesn't look very happy, does it? Looks sort of worried, like something's going to be happening to him if he's late. Ah, right, yeah, so they basically, it's like crossing the road if a car's coming too fast. Alright, let's start braking, right. Don't want to fail the objective. Oh, did it again, look, stopped in the blue bit. Right, which doors are we unlocking? I assume it's the doors on the left side. Yeah, that side. Even though we look like we're already pretty full, so, you know. The people despawn, look, if you turn the camera at that far angle, it's like they're too far away, so they despawn from the world. Yeah, ramming speed. Right, lock the doors, off we go. It's kind of fun in a train, look, because you can actually get off your fucking seat when you're going. That's, like, you know, oh, it said it was locked, but it's not locked. Oh, look, I don't want to fail the mission by jumping out there, but, yeah, maybe I should get back on my... Hello, Thomas. I was going to say, otherwise I'll fail, just jump from a moving train. That sounds typical, that politician that, you know, is a complete hypocrite. Sounds, yeah, sounds like what we're used to over here as well. 0.8 miles to the next station. So yeah, we're not stopping at this one. Still looks really worried, look. Let me do first person view again so I can estimate my stopping speed better. Oh well, at least he ended up in prison. Sadly our UK politicians don't end up in prison very often. Alright, let's cut the throttle and put the brake on slightly. Brake on, so it looks like the station coming up there. Yeah. Brake, brake. Ooh. Not quite as good that time, but alright, I am getting the bit more used to the control of these trains now, actually like learning how to do the brakes and the like drifting. Because again, like I said, it's really different than like car driving, how this sort of gravity works on this.
Collected his passengers, but he had to wait for Bertie the bus.
Where is Bertie?
Said Percy impatiently.
He's going to make me late.
Oh, is this back in the UK when we
Just
used
then,
to
he
have
heard a voice
coordinated
calling
things,
out.
so like the trains and the buses would wait for each other to stop.
Wait!
So.
Wait!
At last, Bertie screeched into the station.
Look at that turn on fucking Bertie, eh? Oh, and he has fucking amazing brakes on him as well, Bertie. He's playing easy mode.
Asked Percy.
I've been waiting ages for you. I thought you were supposed to be the fastest bus on Sodor.
Some road repairs were being done, and I had to wait for the workmen to let me pass, explained Bertie.
Yeah, there was a hot air balloon in the background.
Well, now
Yeah.
I'm
I wonder if they
going
have
to be
faces on them as
Percy
well.
huffed.
I'll have to issue an apology to all the
As
Japanese
soon as the guy
salary
blew
men on
his
board
whistle,
who will be
Percy
in
raced
lots of
away.
trouble for being 1
He
minute
knew he had
late
make
to their
up for
job.
lost time.
Yeah, he is the only bus on Sodor. Yeah, therefore he is the fastest and the slowest bus on Sodor. Right, off we go. Just leaning out the window there, like those videos I've seen of the Indians doing that and then getting killed by like those sort of things like that. See, that's giving me horrible Live Leak sort of flashbacks. You know, like people in India are just leaning out of like trains like that doing selfies. And they get smacked by some sort of pole or an oncoming train in the other direction. Right, 1 mile and we have to hit the whistle, okay.
But then there was trouble. As Percy rounded the bend, he saw that some cows were blocking the line.
There's cows on the line, is there? Where? Oh, stop at location, cows. Oh no, can I... They're not actually on the line though, are they? Ooh. So I wouldn't hit them even if I wanted to. They're on, because they know that otherwise some little kid's going to get traumatized if they hit them.
Oh no!
Moaned Percy.
Now I'm sure to be late. Please move out of the way, you silly cows.
Yep, grown man exactly playing Thomas the Tank Engine. Exactly.
Looks like we'll have to go and move the cows ourselves.
It wasn't that long ago actually, I rewatched all of the old proper Tom... Oh, does that mean I have to get out to do it? Right, bloody cows, right. Because there was I said the old series I really like, 'cause it's obviously all like little models and everything. Get out the bloody way, stupid cow. Right, they're out off the tracks, yep. Right,
At last, the cows had
he's okay, he's not got his cow catcher.
and Percy could continue on his way. Hooray!
Alright, frozen
Percy.
undies. Right.
We can go now.
Yeah, so we didn't manage to run over the cows, that's good I suppose, even though they weren't really on the track, were they? Where's your cow catcher, said the policeman. I don't catch cows, said Thomas. Oh, cheeky cunt, said the policeman. No, I ain't got a licence for that train. Although, like I said, the actual physics of stopping, yeah. The actual physics of driving these trains is way harder than I thought it would be, because this is like some spin-off of a proper rail simulator game. It has got, might like the film The Bandit Queen. Okay, remind me on Steam at some point, Rajiv, because like I said, the problem is when people mention things on streams, I always forget. Right, but yeah, like I was saying, the, oh, whistle again. What was I saying? Yeah, so it's like, because of the physics of how, like, because obviously trains don't have much friction, which is why they really struggle to go uphill as well. Like I said, it's a kind of weird braking system in this. Where, like, you know, as you start slowing down, you start slowing down faster and faster. So it's not one of those things like with a car, obviously, it's like the more you depress the brake, the more you brake. Whereas with this train, it's kind of weird. It's hard to explain unless you actually play this, but... Oh, we need to stop at a station soon. Right, let's apply a bit of brake. Ooh, am I gonna... Yeah, right, now slam full brakes on. Oh, that's pretty good. And then why is it open the doors again? Well, I've done it before, I think it prompted me to. I'm getting used to this passenger loading business now. What's BTTF 3? Oh, Back to the Future 3, sorry, is that? Oh, lock the doors, we need to get going. He doesn't want to be late. Right. There's a lot of these whistle signs, isn't there? It's probably to warn people that you're coming up to a crossing. What sort of mean questions? Maybe you should say that just people enjoy stupid shit like this because it's funny. Ugh.
You know where we're going, yeah, if not piss off.
Have you seen the Tannoy one where, like, somebody does the, what's it, like, they put the wrong kind of, like, it's like they say something like Tesco's is cheaper or something, it's like some woman in Asda, where she says it like it's a lost child's name or whatever. Oh, we got the station is 500 yards. stop there. Right, okay, so 30 miles an hour. Gonna need to slam the brake on a bit more. Ooh, ooh. Oh no, I'm overshooting it. Oh, drifting, drifting. It says I'm 0 miles per hour, but I'm still moving. Unless that one had an assist on it. That seemed too easy to me, that one. Or was what just the bus? Was what the bus? The bus is Bertie. Mind the gap. Did something interesting happen with Starmer today? I thought there was some other bullshit regarding him. US expect to end Iran operation in weeks, not months. Oh, sorry, it's Rubio, not... No, I just got National Express bus. I didn't bother with a train. Because I could just get an interchange once on each one. So, like, changed Birmingham on the way up and changed at Milton Keynes on the way back. And Milton Keynes is a much nicer bus station. The Birmingham one looked a bit like a crack house. Well, it looked quite modern, but it was just that, you know, like, there were loads of tramps outside, you know, trash and everything outside, and, you know, they actually kind of had a locked-off bus station, which is kind of funny. Right, okay. Start braking. Ooh, it's got one of the fail states on this one. Ooh, stop. No, I went a bit short that time, but still did it.
Percy soon arrived at Farquhar Station. He saw that the station master was waiting for him.
I'm sorry we're late, said Percy. There were cows on the line, and Bertie was late, and...
It's all right, Percy, smiled the station master. It looks like you're having one of those days. Anyway, you're only a few minutes late, and the delays weren't your fault, so we'll say no more about it. Now, I've had a phone call from Sir Topham Hatt, and he wants you to collect some trucks from the quarry.
Yeah, luckily, like saying, luckily, Percy's not in Japan, where he'd have to issue letters to all the salarymen for being slightly late. So, yeah, the grey ambush was in a driver got into a fist fight with passengers smoking a joint on the bus. There was somebody doing heroin on the bus in front of me once, so that was just the Oxford bus. Alright, oh, part 2 of Percy's bad day.
Percy's troublesome day.
Yeah, but bus driver letting an old woman take his seat's going to cause a bit of a problem, isn't it?
Who's here? It's that green caterpillar with red stripes.
Yeah, there's some buses now, Rajiv, aren't there, where like the driver's completely behind like a locked door with glass on it. What the hell is this game? It's Thomas the Tank Engine game, clearly radioactive Pripyat. It's some train simulator spin-off, but it's about Thomas the Tank Engine. Right, what am I meant to be doing? Oh, coupling with the trucks, I imagine, first of all. Yeah, couple, right. He needs to copulate with the trucks. Alright, I don't want to ram him and instantly fail the mission, so I need to get my speed right for this, because I have to go right slow. Yeah, called the cops himself after getting the shit kicked out of him. Oh dear, yeah. Didn't go too well then, did it? Right, what's the couple button? It's like, oh, it's done it automatically, okay. Now I'm going to have to reverse, aren't I? Because otherwise I'm going in the wrong direction. Got smashing into the wall because I couldn't brake hard enough as the as Diesel. Diesel. No, I don't have an engineer hat at all. Oh, right. Ooh, need to start thinking about stopping again. Right. I'm going to overshoot. I'm going to overshoot. I keep forgetting in this, the more carriages you have, the more momentum you build up. Look at that, look how far he's gone. Right, okay. At least it didn't have a fail objective line on this one, like the other one. Right, let's slowly start pushing them and then... Right, let's ease off the accelerator already, because we've built up a bit of momentum. Right, let's fully brake now and see how long it takes him to slow down. Yeah, the physics, the amount of more carriages you have in like trucks and the more it does that is kind of insane in this. Depends what kind, because, you know, in the UK I have to be very careful what I say about stuff like that, don't I? Uncouple vehicles. Oh, it's that to uncouple the vehicles, okay. Stop at the location as indicated, so I guess I'm having to reverse again now. Oh yeah, you were saying about the lower, weren't you, and all that, the other, about building them right yourself and all that rather than that, but yeah, it's like I said, with the only thing with YouTube as well is I have to be careful talking a bit about that, because I don't think they like people building guns on YouTube. I did put a bayonet on an electric, alright Mike? Yeah, get me an engineer hat. What one of those like blue and white stripy ones? Yeah, alright. Yeah, this game is surprisingly difficult. Or am I going forwards again in places, Mike? Because I was saying, like, the thing in this that's kind of interesting is the more carriages and weight you've got on the train, it does actually affect the momentum of it, so the braking becomes completely different. So you get used to, like, how a train brakes with a set number of carriages, and then you're like, oh shit, I've got too many carriages behind me, so I'm still going. Oh, it's one of those, fill them up with... it's like, yeah, filling the carriages up with rocks, isn't it? From the quarry, those things. Yeah, there's loads of things you're not allowed to talk about on YouTube Radioactive Pripyat, and also because I'm in the UK, bear in mind, and we have over-the-top laws now. There's lots of stuff I don't like speaking about just because the stormtroopers will probably come for me. Oh. There we go. Alright, now I'm coupling with the trucks again, am I? This way, yeah. Right, make sure I don't ram them, because then I'll be in great trouble. Yeah, and the trains scream as well, I imagine, because they're sentient. There's a mod that makes them really, really sluggish, apparently. Somebody's made already, and there's already a mod that takes the faces off of them. But, yeah, I haven't seen a mod yet that sort of has made them go stupidly fast or whatever and things like that. But like I said, I hope people do start making really stupid, like, horrible mods for this. Oh, I have to look, that's not close enough for the objective. I have to go back just a bit more. Oh my god. There we go, right. Now I'm guessing I'm going forwards again. I'm speeding slightly, hang on. Let's get the speed back under the speed limit. It's like going to be 15 or something. So take hands off the throttle at the moment. Although saying that, we're only going about another 400 yards. Again, look, no engine currently puffing on him at all, and he's cruising along absolutely fine because of all that momentum the train's built up. Well, how much more is 762 than 556 then in the US? Because I have no idea about your ammo prices. I imagine it's more because they're bigger cartridges. No, I've not played Tears of the Kingdom. What sort of game is it? Right, slowly ease on the brakes. Ease on a bit more. More. Don't want to fail the mission again. Right, let me just cancel that and see if Ooh. Oh, I think just in that, yeah. Okay. Stop and wait. Oh, I see. So I'm allowed forwards again now, am I? Oh, were they meant to be changing a junction or something for me? Was that why I was not allowed to carry on? Yeah, so it's like 3 to 4 times the cost per round, yeah, so... Yeah, depends probably where you are and like what type of ammo you're buying, yeah, in terms of quality and that, but yeah. So yeah, just a hell of a lot more.
On, faster.
Shut up, troublesome trucks.
No, stop pushing.
Oh no, it's getting dirty again. The trucks are fucking me, said Percy. Right, let's just ease off and see how fast the truck's pushing. Oh, fuck! They fucking wrecked me there. Right, let's see what the checkpoint is. Right. Fucking yeeted me into orbit. Yeah, that's what I heard from people, because it used to be always 22 LR, didn't it, and 9mm at the cheapest. But yeah, because again, like, yeah, if there's loads and loads of, and again, it's like, that's why, like, the old thing's a bit like, again, the obsolete ammo laws in the UK. The reason that we're allowed those guns, even though they actually work, is because of the fact they think ammo is really hard to get, even in the US. Yeah, he's going to be sent to be cut up at Crewe, where they're going to take blowtorches to him. Right, I'm just gonna take my hands off the thing again. See what this fucking truck's doing.
On, faster. No, stop pushing.
Right, let me just slam on the brakes. Even with the brakes fully on, look, they're still keeping me up quite fast. I suppose they're also going downhill. Yeah, imagine reloading is really good as well for the cartridges that are less common. Are primers a universal size, or do they vary a bit by a cartridge? I mean, I know they would vary a bit by a cartridge, but is it like there's a few different kind of set sizes of primers, or does like every kind of caliber of cartridge have its own size primer? So that's one of the things I've always kind of wondered about. Yeah, so even with my brakes fully on, they're still pushing me. Oh, it says I'm going 0 miles per hour, but I'm clearly going more than that. Right, let's just put it to neutral. Oh, that bridge looks a bit fucking dodgy, doesn't it? Right, let's put the brakes on again. That's pretty good. Again, I don't know how much, because again, I've seen videos of people hand loading, but obviously that's really slow and probably quite inconsistent. All right, Rich, we just got yeeted by the fucking trucks because the trucks are fucking me up the ass. Troublesome trucks. Like, again, this game, if you bought this game for a little kid, they'd be failing these missions non-stop. I know I've got it more on the simulatory mode rather than the arcadey train controls, but still, it's like, you know, oh, you didn't quite stop a few inches, you know, you went a few inches over the line, you failed the fucking mission. Oh no, the trucks have yeeted you off the thing because they were pushing you too hard. Oh, okay, so yeah, it's like kind of like you're saying, like, yeah, a few set sizes, but in general, like, yeah, you could kind of buy multi-packs of each, and generally, yeah. Right, let's stop the, not stop, but take the brakes off again. Alright, okay, they're not pushing me anymore. Right then, I'll have to start my own engine up, won't I? Okay, yeah. Is that kind of like how hard the firing pin has to hit the primer to cause them to go off, or what? Oh, shit. They're pushing me again. They're pushing me again all of a sudden. Right. Slam the brakes on so I don't get yeeted off the track again. Because I know I was watching some videos where people were having issue with like some old surplus 9mm ammunition. And apparently it was because they were designed for SMGs, not pistols, so it was designed for a much harder primer strike than, you know, what pistols could do, so they didn't go off very well in pistols, but obviously something with a bigger, like, locking back bolt would have probably done it absolutely fine. Don't stop and wait, coming up. Shit, shit, shit. Right, brake, 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 brake. Oh, I can go now. Okay, good. Alright, my objective's coming up there, so let's, I'm going to start applying the brakes now because of what these trucks are like. Then I'll just ease forwards if I need to, right, like that. Because, yeah, one of the blank firers I had before, you know, I had to get rid of some of those because they changed the laws on them. One of those was obviously not as good a sort of striker or whatever for setting off certain primers, so, you know, I used to have to keep cocking the hammer back on it to, you know, sometimes hit the primer a couple of times in the same place to set the cartridge off. Yeah, sounds good. Again, jealous of you over there in Chechnya or whatever, being able to get ammo like that, where we're over here.
Oh, you can't have that. You do yourself a mischief with it. You can't have that.
Yeah, but good luck with that in real life. People learning to get along. That's never going to happen. Oi, Thomas. Oh, yeah, actually. Oh, they whistle back at you. Wow, that's good game design, that, look. Right, okay. Look at those people looking at me. Bastards. Right. Just ease forwards a little bit more. Alright, am I meant to be going after this thing? I'm meant to be carrying on anyway, okay. Right, no, didn't need to stop for
Phew,
now.
that was close, said Percy. Now that's enough from you trucks. I've had enough trouble today. Spoil sport.
Trucks sound like right cunts, don't they? Yeah, like I said, I can imagine, Kevin, again, like we were saying, it's the case that the harder the ammunition is to find, or like the more it costs, like it's cows on a football field. You know, the more the reloading makes sense, because, yeah, like, again, for really, really cheap ammo, I wouldn't see much point in it, but, yeah, I can imagine if it's quite expensive per round, then reloading makes a lot of sense. I don't know, Rich, because I haven't seen any mirrors, and I haven't stopped at the right angle when there's been, like, a river and a bridge we've gone over to have a look. Yeah, you can see the DLSS look where the little bits are down there, how it's doing the blurring around the sort of stuff there. You can see the predictive frames thing. Right. We've got a high speed limit here. Alright, is there any reflections? Oh yeah, there is reflections in the puddles. At least there's reflections of like the street lamps in it. Yeah, so this game has kind of working reflections. I haven't run into any dartboards yet, Mike, but we'll see. Again, I'll have to judge him by the height of a steam engine. Maybe the Fat Controller has one in his sex dungeon. Whistle, okay. Alright, am I meant to be stopping here or just going for an objective? I think just going, but I'm just going to hit the brakes just in case. Allowed to go through, okay. Do I know, so it's 2 miles, do I know where the, like, actual final destination is? Why, is Turkish Surplus 303 stupidly hot or something? Or is it that they've put a different smoke list in than cordite? Because obviously old 303 used to be cordite. Not that I've run into yet, Rich. Or is it just that all Turkish ammo is spiked ammo? I don't know. I mean, Russia's already getting wrecked in a war that's gone on longer than they planned. Iran and America are at it, so we just need to wait for China to start on someone. Okay, so it's, yeah, dodgy powder that burns too quickly, therefore makes too high a pressure, therefore essentially explodes. Right. So yeah, never put Turkish ammo through a gun, is like the sound of it, is the answer to this. Oh shit, I didn't realise we were taking that one. Right, brake. Otherwise that could have derailed me there. Right, brake a bit more. Once again. Whoa. Wonder how good this game would look in VR. Where you can turn your head to be like a sentient engine looking around. Oh, there's that windmill again. Or I don't know if that's the famous windmill or another windmill. Oh, I missed the whistle sign there. I will be in big trouble with my commanding officer. Oh, there's another whistle sign. It's still 2.5 miles then, I guess, to my final destination. Right, let's go into this, just have a look at the reflections, like Rich was saying, see if we can... Again, the water tessellation effects, whatever it's called, looks nice, but, yeah, can't see how good the reflections are on that water, but in the puddles they did do the thing like, we were saying. Whistle again, it says you don't get any points for doing it. Doesn't seem to fail you either. Imagine if they made this where you'd fail your mission because you missed a single whistle sign. You did not whistle when you were instructed to, therefore you are going to be scrapped. Oh, we gotta stop and wait. Shit. Brake. Alright, I was alright, I'm allowed to go now. Oh, there's another stop and wait coming up, okay. Oh, it's just preset whistles. I wondered if you could beat a rhythm out of the spacebar and make different whistles. Right, 1.3 miles to go. Oh, we're going down a different road. Oh, I need to slow down more. It's like a 15 mile per hour speed limit or something in this bit, apparently. But we're going downhill again a bit, so I'm gonna take my throttle fully off in case the troublesome trucks start fucking my arse again. Once I finish this mission, I'm like, oh, I'm quite tired. And the funny thing with this game is you have to concentrate a lot more than you might think, because of all like the derailing hazards and all the objectives that are like, oh, you failed your mission because you went slightly past a little boundary. Oh, there's a bit of a stain up there. Look, wonder what happened there. Maybe a too high a sentient train smacked into it and splattered. Oh, are we going left or straight on? Okay, straight on. I'm speeding up again a bit, so I need to hit the brakes, I think. Yeah, right, let's hit the brakes. They're going to try and derail me just as I finish the mission, aren't they? Bastards. Right, okay, yeah, there we go, it's slowing down. coast it now. Oh yeah, I recognise this place from the TV show. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, this is the harbour, isn't it, from the bit that's in a couple of episodes. Right, we've got our area we can stop at coming up, look, so let's... Oh, is that the fat cunt troller waiting for us? Right, fuck, hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes. Oh my god, no! Oh no, he's gonna fail me. Oh no, oh no. The troublesome trucks are gonna smack me into the end. Right, okay. Ooh, that was close. Right, let's reverse a bit.
Percy arrived at the harbour just in time. Sir Topham Hatt was waiting for him. "Well done, Percy. Right on time," he said. "I've heard you've had quite a difficult day today. But you got all your work done and once again proved what a really useful engine you are."
Oh, thank you, sir,
puffed Percy. "As a reward for all your hard work, I'm sending you to the works for a shiny new coat of green paint."
Percy beamed.
If he wasn't on time, he'd have gone to the works to have been scrapped. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's do one more, because we get to play as Gordon. And Gordon, like I said, Gordon is good at derailing, so this will be interesting.
Gordon and the troublesome trucks.
Oh, it's diesel.
Maintenance is an important part of keeping a railway running safely. Tracks need to be fixed and points must be mended to ensure the safety of people and engines. Early one morning, Sir Topham Hatt arrived at Tidmouth Sheds to make an important announcement.
Why is he always slightly out of
Some
focus?
maintenance work is being done on a section of the main line between Marron and Kelsthorpe Road. So I've decided it will be safer for all of you if we close that part of the line until the work is complete. This means that many of you will have to do different jobs, so we can keep things running smoothly. But I'm sure you will all manage. Thomas and Emily, please look after the passengers and make sure they can still reach their destinations without confusion or delay.
Yes, sir,
replied the engines. Percy, I need you to run Thomas's branch line.
yes, sir.
He replied. Then Sir Topham Hatt turned to Gordon.
Gordon.
"And I have an important job for you too, Gordon," he said. "The workmen need some supplies delivered to the worksite. So whilst the other engines are busy, I will need you to deliver them." "But sir, what about the express?" "Unfortunately, we've had to cancel all express trains whilst the work is being carried out. We can't have high-speed trains passing through an area that's being repaired. It's just not safe."
Oh, it's just not safe, is it?
"Cancelled? But sir, you can't cancel the express. It's the most important service on the island, and far more important than delivering some trucks." "Now, Gordon, I know how much the express means to you. But it's far more important right now that we get the line repaired as soon as we can. You can go back to pulling the express once the work has been completed. Oh, if I must. And with
Is that the train
Topham
that's meant
Hatt
to be the
turned
worst
and
train
headed
ever
off to
made? Because I
attend
did
to
see a
other
YouTube
things.
video about a really awful Soviet train I watched a bit
What's
of.
a Topham Hatt thinking?
Where it was like the
Making
Soviets
me
ripped off
take
an American
dirty
train and
trucks
just did
from
it to an
dirty
awful standard.
sidings.
He's just trying to make sure that the railway keeps running smoothly and that all of the passengers can reach their destinations on time, said Emily. We all need to make the most of this time. While
I don't
repairs
remember
keep-
Emily being a thing in the
And
original
besides,
series.
Sir Topham
The only
Hatt is
women were
giving
the
you an
carriages,
important
weren't they?
job. I thought an important engine like you would appreciate that.
Goods trains are just not suitable for a grand engine like me, Gordon went on. It wouldn't be dignified. That's enough, Gordon, said his fireman. Come on now. The workmen are expecting these trucks to be delivered, and we don't want to delay things any further. Oh, all right. The sooner we get this job over with,
Gordon
the
sounds like
sooner
a
I
Jacob
can get back
Rees-Mogg
pulling
train.
the express.
Right, okay, so... Oh yeah, set the thing forward. Got all that coal Gordon has. It's kind of funny though, isn't it, that the Soviets and the Russians rely so heavily on rail lines, even if they can't make good engines. I mean, they probably can make some other good engines, but still. Whistle. Ever so slightly faster now. Back to work. Like I said, yeah, the Soviets obviously used a lot of railways, but you think they do, like I said, use good railways, right? Through. Oh, what, like built for like lower weight trains and everything, or what? Speed up a bit, so I can be going almost 50 now. I forget how fucking fast Gordon starts going. Right, let's ease off the accelerator already because we're already going pretty fast. Out of my way, peasant. They've got a little castle-y looking thing look on that bridge. Tunnel. Whatever it is. Tunnel, it's not got a road bridge on it. Ah, okay. Right. Stop and wait. Hit the brakes then. Oh, we can go again now, okay. know where we're stopping now. Right, let's put a bit of brake on. A bit more brake. And I finally got what working, the Thomas game. I was playing that yesterday. Right, okay, brake, brake, brake. Brake. Yeah. Right. Coupled formation, 11 vehicles. Right, how many vehicles? Right, so reverse, I guess, now. And then I have to pick up 11 trucks. I don't know. I've seen lots of videos of American trains, like, on really, like, wobbling like that on their, like the bits, like, again, that's like why they had that Ohio derailing, wasn't it? Because of how bad a condition the tracks are in there. Right, again, pretty low speed limit here for the thing. Right, okay, let's slam on the brakes. Oh wait, no, it's the ones further back, not those ones. Okay. Yeah, it was a load of chemical spill, wasn't it? Because again, that's like where I keep saying to people, that's one of the reasons as a civilian you might want a gas mask. Because of shit like that, of chemical, like trucks and trains derailing and, you know, just crashing. Or like, you know, an industrial chemical leak. Not that like, oh, I think an enemy nation's going to drop chemical weapons on us. But just in more in general, just because of like industrial fires and things like that. Right. I think I need to be going under 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, 5 miles per hour when I couple with those guns. Oh, I stopped slightly too soon again, look. There we go.
Gordon was still sulking when he arrived at the yard. The trucks eyed him with interest.
What's this great blue galloping sausage doing in our yard? They shrieked. We want a proper engine like Henry or Edward.
Stop that, called Gordon. You have got me today the fastest engine on Sonar, and I'll have no nonsense from you.
We'll give him nonsense.
And he'll give him a noncing, they
They
chuckled.
chuckled to each other.
Yeah, again, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? And I bet a lot of those
Gordon
rivers
didn't
and
hear
things
them.
still haven't recovered from all that shit going into them and killing all, like, the aquatic life. Right, so these are really going to try and derail me, because, like, so what, I've got 11 engines behind me. Why does it keep braking when I don't want it to brake? There we go. Yeah, and I bet they'll try and claim, oh, it wasn't anything to do with a company that spilled all that shit. You know, oh, people just there were going to get cancer all the time. Look at those cheeky cunts behind me. Now that looks like the face on the sort of wagons the Germans would have put the people in to send them east. It's a cattle cars. Oh good, the speed limit's gone up slightly. Yeah, like I said, because of yeah, like I said, like yeah, because all the stuff going into the rivers and aquatic life is really vulnerable to chemicals. So yeah, I imagine lots of all that in there just yeah completely killed the ecosystems off. Yeah, Rich. Yeah, that happens once a year. Just a normal thing. Oh, I can speed up a bit more, so we might as well speed up. So how many years is it? How do the guard boxes at the end of a train work for people into trains? Because aren't they meant to warn if there's something coming up? That's why they had like the guard boxes in America with the raised roofs on, like the little kind of towers on them. But how do they then signal to the front of the train that they need to brake? What, because of Iran and that? Brown Street? Or is there like some kind of brake control they can hit in the guard box at the back and then say to the driver, right, see you out, you'll have a good evening. So yeah, so can they just, do they have brakes in them, Rich? So, because if they're called a brake van, so do they have like a brake that's also connected to the front of the train via a wire or something? Because like I said, I don't actually know the logic of how they work. Or can they just slam on brakes really hard in the brake van, which then means the engine realises that there's, you know, the driver realises in the engine that the brake's been hit and also hits their brakes or what? I know obviously on modern trains it would be done completely differently, but I just kind of wonder back in the days of steam trains like exactly how it worked. Oh, okay, I didn't even hear about that. So yeah, you're near a nuclear plant and then like, yeah, the sirens all day telling you to shelter in place. Oh, interesting. Do you ever find out what the sirens were for in the end? On these I could see where my terminus like objective was on all these maps. On the maps I kind of knew roughly how far I was going. Ah, of course, yeah, you could signal with a flag. Of course you could. I am dumb, Rich. Yeah, you could wave a flag, couldn't you? And the guy can look and see that you're waving a flag. Ah, visual things, yeah. But they had manual brakes as well, yeah. So yeah, signalman, of course. Yes. Oh, right. Again, there's a lot of stuff like that where, because of how technology changes, you kind of forget how people used to do stuff. Oh, it's a go order anyway, but yeah, wave a flag and then, yeah, the driver sees the flag and knows to hit the brakes. They just have to make sure they're actually looking backwards, don't they, and not just staring out the window. Because yeah, I watched quite an interesting like 15-minute documentary recently on those you know, like saying like those brake vans with the towers on. But it never any point, although they kept explaining the purpose of them, did they say how they actually indicated to the driver at the front of the train, you know, how that if they needed to stop or whatever. Like they kept explaining the importance of them, but they didn't in that documentary say this is how they did it. Okay, so yeah, I had like a tornado and a kind of like nuclear scare at the same time. Yeah, sort of interesting but not interesting kind of thing. Yeah, get what you mean there. Right, where am I up to next? That bit there. Right, let's speed up a bit. Caboose, that was the word. Yes, caboose. When I was watching that. But yeah, like I said, I find a lot of that railway stuff interesting, even if I'm not like autistically into railways. I still find them pretty fascinating when, and again, it's a shame we can't have good high-speed rail in like a lot of Western countries, because like a lot of the Asian countries now have really good high-speed rail. Yeah, it's slightly too fast. Yeah, I've hit the brakes ever so slightly. Hit them a bit more. Right, we're under the limit again, but I'll keep the brakes on for now until I get my next order. Ooh, I'm getting a bit of tilting at the moment. What's coming up here? Oh, that's some go order, okay. Still let him slow down a bit.
Soon Gordon reached the bottom of the hill. As he started to climb, he noticed the train felt heavier and realised the trucks had started their tricks.
Right, we need to go full speed ahead then if we're getting to...
Hold back, they cried.
Fuck you troublesome trucks. It's hard enough for a train to climb a hill because of how they work. They can go downhill very fast, but it's a lot of effort for a train to go uphill because of the tiny little bit of friction between the wheels, which is why trains are so energy efficient. Again, why the braking in this game feels so weird, even though it's not really weird, but you know what I mean. If you use how a car kind of handles with how like car wheels and accelerating and braking works, trains are really different. Am I on a slight incline here? I think I am, which is why, yeah, they're slowing me down. Yeah, I am on a slight incline, aren't I? Content trucks slowing me down.
Gordon struggled on, finally managed to reach the top of the hill.
Oh dear, if I'm at the top of the hill, I'm a bit worried now.
On, faster, faster.
Cried the trucks, and they surged
yep.
forward, pushing Gordon down the hill.
Right, brake.
Whoa! Please stop! Cried Gordon in alarm.
Stop the train before you crash. Thanks, game, for the objective there. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, well, in case of trouble. So yeah, the troublesome trucks literally are causing insurance problems. I think they should be scrapped. Oh, but I have to stop the train all the way over there. Okay.
Well
Oh,
done,
right.
driver. You stopped the trucks. I'll have no more trouble from you trucks, said Gordon firmly. We have got these goods to deliver.
Right, now I guess.
You always have to spoil the fun.
Maybe that is the end of the mission coming up there. Some other like rail yard type thing. It's mostly like mail theft, isn't it? I suppose, like with all the porch pirates and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe give postmen. I was gonna say give postmen guns, but yeah, that leaves them going postal, doesn't it? So you're not a postal worker, are you? Damn, I need a replacement weapon. Ah, yes. Use. Add it to the list. Right, where am I meant to be going through this location, or is that where I'm stopping properly? Stop at location is indicated, right, we better completely ease off now. Start hitting the brakes, and then I'll just slowly ebb him forward to get to the objective in a minute. Oh, but that go thing is at 200 yards, and my objective's at about 600 odd yards, I think. I mean, in the UK, we just have loads and loads of phone theft is like the thing in most cities you have to be really careful of just, you know, people running around or biking around steep, like, pickpocketing and snatching phones out of people's hands. That's why I've got, like, a proper, metal chain, like one of those old-fashioned metal chains for my phone, so I can, so I've got this super glued onto the back, like with really good strong industrial super glue. And, you know, it literally locks on there, and then I can lock it onto my clothing. Do they really, Kevin? Because I have heard that the Postal Service is like literally one of those companies where if you fuck with them, they have like really good federal powers to actually, do stuff. That like they're, you know, guys you do not want to fuck with the Postal Service. Right, ever so slightly forward. Right, and full brake now. Whoa, look at that.
Gordon soon arrived at the worksite, and the workmen were pleased to see him.
They've got modern hard hats for what's meant to be like
Thank
the
you for bringing
1920s
these
or
supplies,
something.
Gordon, said a workman. Now we
Look
can
very
finish off these
plastic.
repairs.
They have an intelligence branch, so that's pretty
You're
interesting.
most welcome, puffed Gordon proudly. And with that, Gordon headed back to the sheds to tell the other engines about his truck-filled day.
I like trucking and I like to truck. Right, that will do me playing this for today then. So yeah, like I said, this is weirdly in-depth, this game, as in it's stupidly easy to derail the trains and you have to concentrate more than you think you would. Yeah, that's kind of crazy when you think about it, but like I can understand if it is a federal branch why they do that sort of thing, like with hostage rescue, but still, the parcels have been stolen, sir. Hostage rescue team, Sherlock Holmes. So yeah, HRT, not hormone replacement therapy, hostage rescue team. So like, you know, like elite FBI guys or whatever. But yeah, so there you go. Like I said, the not Sherlock Holmes, that's the same name. The Thomas game, surprisingly in depth. So yeah. Anyway, hopefully we're on tomorrow. It's Saturday tomorrow. Saturday, isn't it, tomorrow? Yeah, Saturday tomorrow. Yeah, should hopefully be on tomorrow. Not sure exactly what time. Don't know what I've got on ready tomorrow, other than getting a couple of videos filmed and things. At some point I need to do a video on this Chinese smartwatch. the one Hype sent me. The actual, like, this is like the civilian version of the PLA one. Because this was the last Chinese smartwatch I had, which is actually quite decent. It's fairly similar, but this one is like the civilian variant of the current PLA watch. This actually has a function on it that I won't demonstrate on the video, but I'll show you kind of how to do it on the video, where you can actually immediately tell the watch to wipe all of its information and go back to factory settings. As in, if you were going, if you think you were going to be captured or something, you can have the watch delete all the metric data it's had on it of, like, you know, where it's been geolocating you and everything. So that's kind of cool. But like I said, I've done it a couple of times by accident when I was pissing about with the watch, and I had to go through all the initial setup again. The only problem with this watch is that because they don't have a proper app for it yet in the West, you have to make a WeChat account, and then with your WeChat account, that was a pain in the ass because the Hype had to like approve me, because you need a Chinese person to approve you to say you're like a trusted Guilo or Guijin, whatever it is. So yeah, but it's all working now, so China can spy on me via this. The cool thing with this watch is it actually has a really good flashlight on it. Let me show you. So if I put the flashlight on, I've got it on red at the moment, but it actually, like I said, actually has a proper light on the side for a flashlight. So if I get the flashlight bit up, there we go. You get like, oh, again, it's because it turns the screen off when you have it in a certain direction because it thinks. Yeah, so you can adjust the colour and the brightness. I can have it on white as well, and you can have it on red, and you can just, like I said, adjust the brightness of it up and down, and then you can also do like strobe on it and stuff like that as well. No, not quite a Pit Boy, but smartwatches. Like I said, smartwatches have come a long way. To me, it's more. It reminds me of if you ever watch the old Thunderbird things where Brains is talking into his watch, because you can take calls and that on modern smartwatches. But again, like I said, the thing is, like, I've never used an Apple smartwatch. I've used like one of the higher end Google ones before, and again, they're all right for what they are, but for, like I said, they cost a lot of money. Whereas the Chinese ones seem a lot more interesting with just the sheer amount of weird apps you can put on them. Yeah, like I said, I like mechanical watches, but smartwatches are pretty good just because of the fact that, you know, with some of the modern ones, you can have, you know, like a week's worth of battery before you need to recharge it. And you can do some pretty interesting like stuff on them now, because the processors are getting fairly good on them. Just going to see what apps are on here out of interest. Right. Let's have a look. Apparently the GPS stuff is really good on this, but I've not played about with that yet. What was I going to look at? There was something I looked at the other day on this that was quite good. Is that the thermometer? But if I uninstalled that again now, I need to reinstall it. The compass is very accurate on this as well, which is good. Yeah, I probably accidentally reset that when I did the last whatever mode on it, but yeah. That's annoying, yeah. The only thing is I've ordered another strap for this, because this came with a rubber strap, and the annoying thing for me is rubber straps on watches always upset my eczema. So I always get metal straps for these sort of watches, but this metal strap's a bit weird. It's like one where you have to kind of tuck it through and then latch it. It's like, you know, kind of like that is how you tighten it. It's a bit of a weird mechanism. It's quite hard to do when it's actually on your wrist. So I've got a fabric Velcro one coming, see if I get on with that. What was I going to say with this? Yeah, like I said, I do like that watch face, this one, because it's got the very accurate compass around the outside. And, you know, it's quite good for quickly checking all the details on it. I just wish, because there's a red version of this, but you can't have the red version for this particular mode. The red version's in that, you know, like when you wipe the data on the watch mode, just have a basic watch face. But I guess the green's still nice. Like I said, you can have all, like, the fancy, you know, like, whatever watch faces on it, but the problem is with that, it's like I said, they use more battery, and I always like the ones with the compass built onto it, so you can always see what your bearing is, assuming you're not near anything magnetic. Because if I hold this out here, west should be that way. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a little bit off, but this room's got really strong magnets in it. Various electronics that fuck with watches. So, yeah, if I put on my leg there, you can't see it, but that's got... The east is in exactly the right bearing. Because where my house is facing, the windows in that direction face east, but they're not quite east. So I know it's always about, like, that direction east, and that's, you know, the direction it's pointing in. But anyway, yeah, I broken a mobile phone like that, annoyingly, before Brown Street, where I dropped a phone, it had survived loads of drops, but this particular drop, it fell at just at the wrong angle, like, little rock on the ground, acted like a glass breaker, fucked my screen up. And then it was really difficult trying to buy a new phone when everything wants you to verify, like, purchases that are expensive via your phone. And so I had to actually plug a mouse into my phone, and luckily that worked. Because it did turn out that if you plugged a USB-C mouse into your phone, I could use it that way. But I'm trying to remember now. I think it was just lucky I had a USB-C adapter that, you know, had all those various bits on it. Yeah, that's why now I buy these, like, brick kind of, you know, like, building site phones, whatever you want to call them. You know, like, this is another phone, but Doogie do similar ones, and I think, what's the American company that do these? Cat, I think, do ones like this, which, you know, where it's meant to just be really... Again, lots of people don't like... If you like slim phones, you won't like these because they're so bulky. The reason I like these is just because they're, you know, they have thermals built onto them as well, and, like, IR mode and everything else. So, yeah, like I said, this strap... Oh, wrong way around. So this strap's a bit annoying because you have to tuck it through, like I said, that. So it's just getting used to this... how this bloody strap works. Well, yeah, you have to tuck it through under there. There we go. And then, yeah, pull it around. So, yeah, I'm going to go back to trying to Velcro. Yeah, because it's just a tightening. This is a fucking pain in the arse how this strap design works. Again, it's like one of those straps that's meant to look nice, but they didn't really think about the tightening procedure, I don't think. Oh, that's annoying, but yeah, I suppose it's because it's like the glass breaker mechanism, isn't it? I have a glass breaker pen somewhere on this table. I was playing about with it earlier. Don't know where I've put it now. But yeah, obviously the problem is... Oh, look, there's one of my glass breaker pens, but this isn't the one I'm thinking of. But yeah, it's because you have the points like this on them. Again, the webcam doesn't really focus on that. But yeah, the... yeah, like the ones that you can smash a window with, because... Again, these haven't been banned in the UK yet, but maybe they will ban these at some point. These sort of pens, the ones, because again, these are actually quite good to have on you, because again, if somebody, again, nowhere near as good as a proper thing like a gun that you can have in America, but at least if you smack somebody in the face with this, the glass break is going to do quite a lot of damage to their face. Like I said, heavy flashlight's a better one. And like I said, the other weird thing of that Chinese smartwatch came with this in the box. Like, just a generally fairly good, like, you know, multi-tool Leatherman kind of rip-off thing. That, again, surprised me was just randomly included with a watch. I'm wondering if part of that was just simply so it made the box heavier that the watch was in, therefore it would feel like a higher quality box or something like that, I don't know. But, I did try and look up what actual... Because, again, it's where it says Sin Time, that's the brand of the watch, and... So apparently this is like, you know, where they just have their stuff branded on somebody else's pliers, but I couldn't actually, when I looked on AliExpress, find any Chinese ones that look like this. But yeah, if these hold up, I'll do a review on them as well, just because nice little thing to have as well, because I like little multi-tools like this. But anyway, right, I will be off, so hopefully I will be on tomorrow. I don't see a reason why I won't be. But yeah, so see you all hopefully tomorrow, and yeah, I've got some videos scheduled. I'll get some more filmed tomorrow and everything else. But yeah, otherwise not got much to report. So yeah, see you all. Have a good day, and should hopefully catch some of you tomorrow. Probably try and stream in the evening if I do a stream. So it's a better